Well, I'm attempting to get this bolt out of the back of this. Ow! Damn it! I think there's a reason I became a psychologist and not a diesel mechanic. We started small, playing on the water. Soon we bought bigger boats. And bought boats that we could spend the weekend on and take overnight trips. We bought a 32-foot Nordic tug that we named Three Ravens and took some extended trips and realized this is the life for us. Now we have a 2-year plan to cast off our lives as landlubbers, to learn what we need to know, and to become full-time liveaboards. We are Bill and Lisa, and we want to live on a boat. If you were fortunate, you grew up around diesel engines. For myself, I didn't really know what a diesel engine was or how it was different from a gasoline engine until I bought one. So, one of the advantages of being here indoors is that it's given me a chance to get to know my motor. The engine is a Cummins 6BTA 5.9M diesel engine rated at 220 horsepower at 2,800 RPM. I spent last year mostly just identifying all of the parts of the motor, holding this book in my hand. This year, I've been working a little bit more on actually doing basic mechanics. Okay, so it is now time to change the impeller on the water pump. A fairly routine job, made almost impossible by the lovely people who designed this system, giving me about a foot of room between the bulkhead and the system. There's the thing that I need to take off. As you can see, there's almost no room whatsoever. Wish me luck. Okay, humility time. Remember the water pump that I showed you? That is a water pump. The problem is it's not the water pump. The water pump is the raw water pump. That's where the impeller is. Which brings up the question, if you boil water, is it no longer raw water? In any case, the raw water pump is here on the port side. This is where the raw water pump is located, right next to the motor mount and kind of jammed in here. And this is the actual raw water pump. Now, it would have made sense if you could enter it through this side. Like they put some bolts around here or something like that. I could have just taken that right off, pulled the impeller off. But instead, what they did was they put the bolts here and one way back in here, which is impossible to get to with almost any tool. And then there's one down in the back here. Well, you can't even see it and I can barely feel it. That's absolutely impossible to get to with any tool. So if anybody knows the person who designed this system, I'd really like to talk to him. So it hasn't been a total loss. I figured out how to remove the serpentine belt. I bought really cool new tools in order to do that. I got this cool impeller puller. Hopefully I don't have to use this thing a lot. But that thing is pretty badly designed. One resource that I found that's been incredibly helpful has been Nigel Calder's Mechanical and Electrical Manual for Boats. This guy has probably forgotten more things than most mechanics know, I mean, just the section on batteries alone is worth the price of the book. My grandfather was a great sailor, owned some beautiful sailboats in his day. And as a sailor, and for the rest of his life, he always carried a knife like this. I've been working on my splicing skills that he taught me when I was just a kid and put together this scupper. So every week we learn a little bit more and move a little closer to our goal. We hear the call of the ocean and we are getting prepared to meet it.